Hi, my name's Madeline and welcome to Madeline Made. Today we're going to be talking about how to host and plan an affordable baby shower, especially during this time of COVID when we have to take extra precautions and we have to do things a little bit differently than we normally would. So I'm going to be sharing with you the places that I acquired all the items from and give you some tips on how to host a baby shower on a budget. So stay tuned. For throwing an affordable baby shower is to shop the Dollar Tree. I know. Usually when you're thinking about the Dollar Tree, you're thinking about, okay, they have some streamers, they have some tablecloths, some plates and cutlery, but they have so much more right now. The last time I went looking at the Dollar Tree, they had a whole baby shower section of little pastel animals. They even had the sashes that said mom to be. They had buttons. They had little favors, things you can use to make favors. They have a whole lot of items there that I'd never seen before. So if you're going through and you're trying to come up with a theme, maybe shop your Dollar Tree first and see if you like what they have, and then you can kind of mold your baby shower around that. Another thing with the Dollar Tree is you can use some of the party items and the crafting items to make some DIYs. So I made some DIY sunflowers using those pom-pom balls. I'll put in a picture so you can see what I'm talking about. But I just unfolded all the tissue paper and then cut out a little black circle and stuck it right in the middle. So I made sunflowers. That was the theme of my shower. Since we were having a boy, we wanted to have sunflowers. So rather than ordering some online already pre-made, I just went ahead and did it myself. Super easy. You got 2 of these pom-pom balls in a pack, so I got 3 packs. I ended up making 5 sunflowers, and they also have string on them, so you could hang them anywhere that you like. So DIYs from the Dollar Tree is another great way to save a little money on decorations. Another thing that I mentioned for Dollar Tree is they do have a great selection of party supplies. So things like plastic tablecloths, those make easy cleanup, cutlery, napkins, streamers if you're using them. They definitely are the place to go for some of those affordable party supplies, so check them out. They also have, depending on the time of year, a great array of seasonal flowers. So we were using sunflowers, so this was the perfect time of year to get into the Dollar Tree, pick out some sunflowers. I also picked out some white flowers and some blue flowers to go with my theme, and I thought they all worked together really nicely. Another place to shop for affordable baby shower decorations is Amazon. One thing I knew I really wanted was a balloon arch. And you can go to party supply stores, or you can go and have someone make you a balloon arch, but it's gonna be pretty expensive. So I ordered the kit, or had my mom, who threw me the shower, order the kit, and we blew them up ourselves. I will say with a balloon arch though, it's probably worth it to find someone with a helium tank because I was really out of breath. I did purchase a hand balloon pump, but there were several of us trying to blow up balloons at the same time, and an air compressor or a helium tank would have really came in handy there. But that was just one example of something I ordered from Amazon. I also ordered one of those big balloons that said baby boy, those big vinyl balloons in the script writing, and I thought it turned out really nice. We did have a little malfunction with the baby balloon, so we only had boy at the actual time of the shower. But the kit did also have a little straw that you use to blow up the balloon and a string that we ended up just stringing on the front of a table, and it looked really nice. So definitely check out Amazon for any of those balloons that you want to have at your shower. You could also check out a party supply store, but I find that they're usually a little bit more expensive there. Another thing that we found on Amazon was a few shower games. The way that we set up our shower was kind of a drop-by style. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But I wanted to have a couple things laid out for people to do if they were sticking around for a couple minutes. So I actually found a kit that had 5 different shower games or things for people to do. And I just picked the ones I wanted and laid them out on the table. The ones that I ended up picking were, I believe, Baby Word Scramble. That one was kind of fun. Who Knows Mommy Best? What's in Your Purse, or What's on Your Phone, I think it was, game. If you've been to showers, you know what I'm talking about. But the big one that I really was looking for was a baby predictions card so that our guests could predict when the baby's coming, how much he's gonna weigh and who he's gonna look like and all those things. So I get to hold on to those cards and find out who the winner was. Another thing we ordered for the shower were water bottle wraps. I really wanted to hit home the "it's a boy" kind of theme because we hadn't shared that with hardly anyone. So we did order some blue stickers that said "it's a boy," and we put them around water bottles before we put them in our cooler. So that was another thing on Amazon that we got for a pretty good price. Another tip for hosting an affordable baby shower is use your resources. Use what you already have around your house. Use your family and friends that are probably more than willing to help. Use their items too. So without my in-laws, I don't know what we would do whenever we're hosting parties. They always bring us a cooler, they brought us chairs and the ice, and they also delivered some snacks and things as well. But feel free to ask around if there's something that you're looking for. For example, if you want a cornhole board, you can ask your friends if anyone is willing to donate one for an afternoon. Or if you're looking for tables or chairs or things that you would probably have to rent from somewhere, chances are somebody you know has them. So get with your tribe and see what they can offer you as far as those kind of items. Another way you can use your resources, like I said, is use what you already have. So we had 3 little centerpieces of fake sunflowers and blue flowers, and I just used some mason jars for the vases that I found in our basement. So just use the things that you already have, and it ended up working out perfectly. We also used some frames that we already had and pictures we already had in our nursery. So I wanted to include a couple ultrasound photos, so I just pulled those from the nursery and put them out on the table, and they worked really well. So use what you've already got, look around your house, and see what decorations would fit your theme. Another tip for hosting an affordable shower that you probably already know is do some DIYs. The DIYs, the main ones that we did, were the paper sunflowers, but also we did some sunflower cookies. So I did get some candy melts and some lemon Oreos or sandwich cookies, and I ended up making some designs on the cookies and used them as favors. So rather than ordering something custom made, I just did that myself. We did end up having some cupcakes as well, which was awesome, but I also wanted to make sure people could take a treat to go, and so that's where the sunflower cookies came from. There's also going to be loads of DIY options. You can check out YouTube, Pinterest. There's going to be so many options for things that you can DIY for a baby shower. Everybody does it because it's a great idea. So definitely use those resources as well to save some money and get some great looking decorations and treats. Last but not least, I wanted to share some of the tips or strategies that we used to have a baby shower during this COVID-19 pandemic. There are a couple things that we had to do differently. We didn't want to cancel our shower altogether, and we didn't want to go purely virtual because we did want to see people in person as much as possible. So one thing we did for that was we put on the invitation that it was a drop-in style shower. So if people just wanted to drive up in their car and say hello for a little bit and chat, that would be fine. We also said people could come out and talk with us for a little while, hang out for a couple minutes if they're more comfortable, or they could stick around a little bit longer, but we wanted to give people the option. But we did preface it as a drop-by shower. We also wanted people not to feel like they had to stick around all day. So we didn't want to do a certain game at a certain time. We didn't want to open presents at a certain time. We just kind of took away the schedule as far as events during a shower that you might normally see, and we made it just a little more open. So kind of an open house style even. We also made the shower time longer than we probably would have otherwise. So we hosted ours from noon to 5 rather than probably would have done like a 1 to 3 or something like that. But in our invitation, we also said family was welcome towards the beginning of that time, around noon to 2-ish, and then friends were welcome from 3 to 5-ish. So we did leave that space in the middle for a couple people that we knew maybe weren't gonna be comfortable around a whole lot of other people. So we gave kind of time slots for our family and friends to spread out our guests. We did tell our guests, if you're not available during that particular time slot, just come when you can, because most importantly, we just wanted to see our loved ones. So something to keep in mind if you're hosting a shower or an event during this time. Also, very important for a shower during the pandemic was prepackaged drinks and snacks. So I didn't want to have anything really laying out. We ended up purchasing some sandwiches and keeping them covered, but mostly we had prepackaged chips and popcorn. We did have cupcakes in individual boxes and cookies in individual bags. That way people would feel comfortable grabbing a snack, or if they weren't staying long, they could grab it and take it with them. So that's something that was really important to me, was to give our guests a little bit of a treat, but also something that wouldn't be too cumbersome that they would have to serve or scoop, anything like that. Another thing that we did, like I mentioned, is we kept the day kind of open. So we didn't actually open gifts with our guests, which was a little bit of a bummer. I know people really love getting to see people's reactions when they give a gift, but we did open them and film our reactions. So that's something that we're gonna share with our loved ones that were able to come to the shower. So maybe that's an option for you, is to move that gift opening to another time. That way you have more time with your guests and you can share that with them later. So those were a couple of tips for how to host both an affordable baby shower and also maybe a shower during this pandemic time where things are a little bit different than maybe we had always hoped and dreamed for our baby shower. There were people wearing masks, and we had a hand sanitizing station area as well. So those are things that you also will want to consider during this time. I hope you enjoyed these tips. If you have any tips for how to host an event or things that you did or are planning to do during this time, feel free to leave those in a comment below. Also, let me know what your favorite Dollar Tree party hack is. I'm always looking for good Dollar Tree hacks. Like this video, share it with your friends if you have anyone you know that is going to be having a shower, and also subscribe so that you can see the upcoming videos. I have some mommy related videos, affordable videos, a whole bunch of different things up my sleeve. So please subscribe so that you can watch them as they come out. You'll also want to hit that notification bell. That way you're notified as soon as the video comes out. Thanks again for watching. I hope you got some good tips out of this, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.